Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Is this Ms. Thompson?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Thompson. For the court charge of intoxication, you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Vindicate, hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
Attorney?
Criminal defender?
Possibly. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm kind of the person to give you one if you want one. If you want one, we'll let you fill out the paperwork so we can determine if you qualify.
Okay.
Yeah,
Has 2 DUIs and 19.
Pre-trial release. Be at the pre-trial release office. Or you report after court tomorrow. Your court date is tomorrow, February the 16th at 8:30. It would be in front of Judge Grammer, but out of the goodness of my heart, I'm covering for Judge Grammer tomorrow. So I will be there in person on behalf of Judge Grammer. So come to court, be there at 8:30, and then after court, go see them at pre-trial release.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Step on the X. State your name.
Kayla Nugent.
Ms. Nugent-Bauer, you report charge of possession of amphetamine, possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana, and possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand those charges, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if unless you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy Criminal History?
No history.
Pre-trial release, no contact. Oh, what am I talking about? Random UAs. Yeah, no contact with amphetamine. No. Random UAs. Court date's going to be March 4th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, ma'am.
Step to your right to your T. Step on the T. When the green light comes on, sign. State your name, ma'am.
I cannot order whatever I want. But I do order stuff online and get it shipped to the office instead of going home. That is a fact. All right. Is this Ms. Johnson? Oh, Jackson. You scratched it up. I see. You fixed it. Ms. Jackson, you're for the court charge of possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Based on your application, unless you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. On the paraphernalia, bond is set at $1,000. Your court date is tomorrow, February the 16th at 8:30. I'm signing a order revoking release in case 232950. Good luck, ma'am.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. State your name, ma'am.
Not always, but 99.9% of the time. Is this Ms. Martin?
Clark.
Martin bonded.
Yeah, they got that preset stuff out there. All right, Ms. Clark, before the court charge of possession of meth, possession of fentanyl, and possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Based on your application, if unless you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy Criminal History?
18 grand theft, petty theft. 17 grand theft, paraphernalia times 3. 1 FTA, grand theft, fraudulent illegal use of credit cards, VOPs through 18, with a resisting and paraphernalia 15.
I said 5,000 of meth, 10,000 of fentanyl, 1,000 of paraphernalia, random UAs. Court date is March 28th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, ma'am.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Well, when it goes off, and hold on. No. The first one need to come back and sign.
You want to come back up here?
You sign again. Next.
Yeah.
Step on the X. Now, when the green light goes off and comes back on, you'll sign.
Okay.
Step your name.
Jesse Patrick.
Ms. Patrick, before the court on violation of probation for possession of over 20 grams of marijuana that was originally in front of Judge Gay. You understand that now?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, unless you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Judge Gay, in her infinite wisdom, is where you held without bond. Your court date is March 6th at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Step behind her at the signature pad. Next. Ready, sir? State your name.
Mario Holmes.
Mr. Cole, before the court charges domestic violence battery, you understand that charge?
Sorry?
Do you understand what you're charged with, sir?
Oh, yes, sir.
You can give me copies of paper, advised of your rights. That's true?
Got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Be
sir.
advised of your rights.
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, you make too much money to qualify for a public defender, but the law recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case you can reapply later. You also have the option of hiring your own attorney or represent yourself. Deputy, criminal history,
Shows no history.
pretrial release, no contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim. Court date is tomorrow, February the 16th at 8:30. You can report to the pretrial release after court tomorrow.
Step to your right to the T. When the light goes out and comes back on, you'll sign. Next. Ready? State your name.
Mr. H.
Great, before the court charges battery, you understand that charge?
Sir.
Understand you can give copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
When the light comes on.
Based on your application, if you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
He gave you a public defender.
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
He had a battery on the same victim last year, and he has some open driving charges.
Grandma, what do you want to tell me?
He motorcycle accident and he's going put his body back together. They doing all kind of surgery. He hit his head and he go out of his memory.
Okay. So he's in the right place, right? Why not? Well, if he don't know how to control himself, where else am I supposed to put him?
No jail. She be calling, the victim be calling him to go to school because she don't.
Okay, well, that's two different things. She can call and get a ride, but that doesn't lead to a battery usually.
It wasn't no battery, sir.
He's not supposed to be around her?
No, it wasn't.
They
I
came.
don't know what I'm talking about. Bro.
I believe.
I'm tired of it too.
All right. On 20, court date is going to be February 16th. That's tomorrow at 8:30. No contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party. This time when she calls you, don't answer the phone.
Yes, sir.
She texts you, don't respond.
Yes, sir.
Step to your right to the T.
Is that right?
2,500 is your bond. You go to court corner.
You understand? No contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party. No smoke signals. As a tone. No, congratulations. No text, no smoke signals, no Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, Instagram, snail mail, talking to the third party and go tell them something. Don't slip a note under a door. Don't put anything under the windshield wiper of a car. Nothing.
Yes, sir.
That's the easiest way for you to end up right back where you're at right now.
On today.
All right.
Go ahead
you,
and
sir.
step to your right. When the green light comes back on, sign.
Trying. All
There
right.
you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Face the TV and state your name.
Brian Starrett.
Mr. Sterrett, you're fully court charged of domestic violence battery and resisting officer without violence. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, I did.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
You've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
Yes, one or the other, yes.
Okay. Deputy, criminal history?
Just to procure for prostitution in 21, that's it.
It's my understanding, Judge, I don't think they'll have any contact.
Okay.
I don't believe she lives there, Judge.
All right. Well, that's 2,500 on the domestic, 1,500 on the resisting. Court date's going to be tomorrow, February 6th, 8:30. No contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party blood victim.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes back on, sign. Red X, sir. State your name.
Brian Hill.
No, he's still there. He just, that guy didn't want him, so Floyd goes in and out. Floyd disappears on us when it's not a public defender case. Mr. Hill, you're for the court. Charged with driving license suspended, revoked, and possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork, advised of your rights. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender representing you. Any question about that? There he is. Floyd's back. All right. On the driving license suspended, revoked, bond is $1,500. Paraphernalia is $1,000. Your court date is tomorrow, February 16th at 8:30. And I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation, case 22-2494. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign.
Wait for it to go off.
State your name.
Kevin Williams.
Come on.
All right, is this Mr. Williams? Violation of probation, originating false information to a pawnbroker times 2 in front of Judge Register. You understand those charges? Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. Go ahead and appoint the public defender representative so you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Judge Register has ordered you held without bond. Your court date is March 13th at 9 o'clock. Good luck.
Thanks.
Step to your right behind him. Next. State your name.
Christopher Bell.
March 13th. Mr. Bell, court on fugitive justice, failure to appear at the County, Alabama. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given a copy of your paperwork. The only thing you and I really have to talk about is whether or not you are the Christopher Sean Bell that the County, Alabama is looking for. If you agree that you are, it's probably in your best interest to sign the waiver of extradition by video in my presence, putting them on the clock to come get you.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you risk sitting on dead time until they go through the process of getting a governor's warrant. Want to sign?
Yes, sir.
Step to your left. Second, like 5 copies. Sign by video in my presence. That's not even reasonable for me to go that the first thing I thought of. Let's give them a reasonable date. I'm gonna go March 8th. That's not my week. Hey, when did they start the no alcohol on the sandy beaches? March 1st. Huh. It's weird. I mean, I don't come back on the bench until.
All right, he's back.
Get that. I don't know. I don't know what I did. What I did to get that done. Is this Miss Bird?
No, what's his return?
Oh, his return is March 8th.
Step over where the light is and sign. Oh, we heard it, but then we heard of March 1st and all that other stuff. We just verified.
Oh, no, we were talking about the no alcohol on sandy beaches.
Oh.
What's the point of having a sandy beach? But
state your name, sir.
Mr. Birdie, for the court, charge of possession of paraphernalia, habitual DWSR, a violation of probation for paraphernalia, failing to register, tag, attached tag not assigned, driving license suspended, habitual offender, and a violation of probation for methamphetamine. You understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
On the paraphernalia, bond's $1,000. On the driving license suspended revoked as an habitual offender, bond is $5,000. Your court date on those cases will be March 4th at 9 o'clock. The VOP, you've been held on $15,000 bond of a misdemeanor VOP. Your court date is March 28th at 1:30. Failure to register tag, bond's $1,000. The attached sign, $500. The habitual DWSR is $5,000. Your court date on those cases will be March 4th at 9 o'clock. And on the felony VOP, you're held without bond also on that March 4th date. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. State your name, sir.
Mason Mitchell.
Mr. Mitchell, you for the court charge of possession of paraphernalia, possession of THC concentrate, and introduction of contraband or controlled substance into a detention facility. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
That is true.
All right, sir. You've indicated, well, based on your application, you make too much money to qualify for a public defender, but the law recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case you can reapply later. You also have the option of hiring your own attorney to represent yourself, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Deputy, come on, history on Mr. Mitchell.
No history.
What was that?
You're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Father. Okay. Your dad's here. Mason.
My dad is here?
Your dad is here in court with us on this side.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 23. All right. Mr. Mitchell, I'm going to release you on what is called pretrial release. You need to understand that the young ladies that you're going to meet up there at the pretrial release office are very nice. They are.
Okay.
But they are not your friends. Okay? They are going to expect you to do X, Y, and Z. And if you don't, they're going to send a note to your circuit judge. You're going to be held without bond. So follow the rules of pretrial release to the letter.
Yes, sir.
You need to be at the pretrial release office before 9 o'clock tomorrow and submit to random UAs. Now, here's the other thing, Mason. We do this for a living. So hypothetically speaking, if you may have ingested into your body some substances that contain THC, for example.
Yes.
We recognize that that stays in your system for a while. So we will actually compensate for that. And we can see that that is in your system. And we can tell by the level that you didn't smoke out last night and that those levels are going to go down to nothing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes.
I don't want you to be concerned about popping positive if you've smoked in the last 30 days. Okay. I don't want you to use that as an excuse or a reason not to check in. But
Okay.
recognize that we do this for a living and we can tell. So
Okay.
let it go.
Mr. Mitchell, this is the state, I'm with the state attorney's office. I was talking to your father. If you have any other controlled substances that you use, you need to provide a prescription to the pretrial release office. If
Yeah.
you show up and test positive without a prescription, they're gonna violate you.
Yeah. Come with your
Yes.
prescriptions.
Yes, ma'am. And sir.
You're good. She was talking to you.
Step to your right and sign where the light is.
We're in a dress, so I answered anything.
What's the deal?
Oh, it's 4 days.
State your name, sir.
March 28th. All right, is this Mr. Hill?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hill, you're for the court charge of driving license suspended revoked as a third or subsequent offense. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, finds you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Yeah, criminal history.
Yeah, one FTA last year, and that's all they show.
Bonds 2,500. Court date's March 14th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. State your name, sir.
Mr. Hanson, you for the court charge of violation of pretrial release for a battery charge in front of Judge Grammer. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Based on your application, you qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Bond's $5,000. No contact with you. Court date is going to be February the 22nd at 8:30.
All right. Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Next. Red X, state your name.
Joseph Michael Cox.
Did Mr. Kipple bond out?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Cox, you're for the court on a trespass charge. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond on the trespass is $1,500. Your court date is tomorrow, February 16th at 8:30. And I'm revoking and releasing 214614. I'm sorry, signing a warrant for violation of probation in 214614. Good luck, sir.
All right,
Thank you, sir.
step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. State your name, sir.
Order.
Mr. Porter, you're for the court charge of violation of probation for what was originally aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and domestic violence battery by strangulation. Front Judge Red. You understand those charges? Judge Register in his infinite wisdom has ordered you held without bond. March 4th. I can't even say it without laughing. Timmy, no. Judge Register has set your bond at hold without. Your court date is March 13th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir. Yeah.
Step behind him at the signature pad. Next.
Sometimes it's just hard.
Next. Red X, state your name.
Robert Longwood.
Mr. Longworth, before the court charge driving under the influence, leaving the scene of an accident, injury to another, resisting officer without violence, and leaving the scene of accident with damage to property. Do you understand those charges?
Sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Sir, say that one more time.
You've been advised of your rights today?
Yes, sir.
Got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes, sir. I have it with me right here.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
Say that one more time. I can't hear you. Sorry.
You got an attorney now.
He gave you a public defender.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Deputy history.
22 resisting, disorderly, 19 DUI, and some juvenile care in the facility.
Bond set at 10,000 on the DUI, 15,000 leaving the scene with accident with injury, 5,000 on resisting, 5,000 leaving the scene with property damage. No alcohol. While you're on release, court date's going to be March 4th at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Step to your right. Next.
On the T.
No, you step on the X, you step on the T.
Yeah.
State your name, sir.
Mr. Greenback, before the court charge driving under the influence. You understand the charge?
You understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Right here.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the service of the public defender's office. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
He gave you a public defender.
Yes, sir.
Deputy criminal history.
Got him on probation for grand theft auto.
Got a case number, ma'am?
23 3572 CF.
3572. 23 3572. 35. Yeah, you'll never find it now.
Oh, yes, for some reason it's not linked to this judge. Got put on probation in November.
Judge Clark. When you see Judge Clark, tell him that you like his hair. That goes a long way with him.
Judge had the juvenile history of DV assault that was diverted and an LNL battery.
On The DUI bond's 2,500. Court date's gonna be February 16th at 8:30, and I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation 233573. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, son, step on the X, sir. State your name.
Cody Yelvington.
Mr. Yelvington, you're for the court charge of driving under the influence. You understand the charge?
Say again, sir.
Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Sir.
Based on your application, you make too much money to qualify for a public defender, but the law recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case you can reapply later. Any question about that?
No, sir.
You also have the option of hiring your own attorney to represent yourself. Yeah, come on, history.
No history, sir.
Pretrial release. Court to the pretrial release office after court tomorrow. Your court date is February 16th at 8:30. No alcohol while you're on release.
Yes.
All right, Brent, with the.
All right, step to your right to the T, sir. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X. State your name.
Welcome.
Mr. Carr, you're for the court charge of possession of a revoked license, possession of fentanyl, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir. I understand.
All right, so I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, based on your application, you don't want a public defender. Are you going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself?
I'm trying to decide that.
Okay. So if you decide later that you want a public defender, fill out the paperwork and we'll see if you qualify and we can appoint one for you, okay?
All right, yes, sir.
All right. Deputy, come on in.
22 controlled substance paraphernalia, 16 burglary with a VOP and 17 odor illicit chemicals in 11 and 13 and a DWLSR.
Well, I said 1,000 possession of a revoked license, 10,000 of 10,000 of fentanyl, 5,000 of meth, 1,000 paraphernalia with random UAs. Court date's going to be March 11th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next. Next. Red X, sir. State your name.
Travis Major.
Mr. Major, you're for the court charged with driving license suspended revoked and attached tag not assigned. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if I find you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
All right, sir. On the driving license suspended revoked, bond's $1,500. The attached tag is $500. Your court date is tomorrow, February 16th at 8:30. I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation case 24-698. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T.